If schools implemented a how not to be an asshole class, what are some things that would be on the lesson plan? The driving chapter would be several weeks long. This is how you zipper merch. Drivers in my country need to take this class. Lesson 1. Hanlon's razor. Don't automatically attribute malice when it's possible it was just stupidity. Lesson 2. Laissez-faire. If something doesn't affect you directly, live and let live. Lesson 3. Theory of mind. Learning that other people are actually real people with motivations, assumptions, biases, strengths, and weaknesses. Capstone/advanced course org. Customer service internship at a place with diverse clientele, gas station, grocery, busy restaurant, whatever. If something doesn't affect you directly, live and let live, but it *does affect me. I don't like it. I don't like, example, seeing the clothes other people put on their own body. It affects my vision by how tasteless they are. Shut up, Karen. Lessons on empathy. Underrated. That would need to be an entire field of study that combines philosophy and psychology together. I'd imagine that a lot of introductory classes would be stuff like logic/critical thinking and psychology/development. The more advanced courses would be things like empathy and advanced fallacy theory or some shit like that. All of the electives would be about human societies/history/biology. At the end, people with bachelors will be someone who has the capacity to understand that everyone comes from different backgrounds and such. People with PhDs will be working for PR departments and probably even end up running for political positions themselves, depending on specialty or if they branch off into law. I'm 100% certain this would create a smarter breed of asshole as a side effect. People deliberately misapply fallacies all the time, use empathy as a cudgel, and use whatever expertise or academic background they have to engage in sophistry. If you smoke, the butts go in an ashtray, not on the ground or out the window. Nor do they go in the pot plants. Lesson 1. Holding your tongue. Just because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it. With a did you know section on one page reassuring you that you don't *have to hold an opinion on every topic. This is a class for college professors, right? Because nobody's a bigger asshole than the person making 200 kids a semester waste $250 each on a book they use maybe 4 times. If I had my way it would be for everyone, myself included. If you are behaving in a socially unacceptable way and someone tells you they are not being a bully, edit to say I didn't really consider all the things that people would consider socially unacceptable. I meant like dominating a conversation, talking down to them or being rude, and then complaining that people don't like you. All of the responses are super valid points. This doesn't hold up very well to history. Don't play music with a Bluetooth speaker on the train. Or in a large airport with hundreds of other grumpy passengers that don't want to listen to your shitty rap music. I'm a huge rap fan and even still stop playing anything out of a speaker in public, please. Even if I'm feeling the music, it's so annoying. If you have to start a thought with * no offense, but * not to be racist/homophobic, * just to play the devil's advocate, you should probably stop and examine said thought. Don't drink and drive. Saying you didn't mean to hurt anyone doesn't make it better. How to reject something with politeness and dignity, and how to accept rejection with dignity and politeness. Day 1. When told no, don't call her a slut or a whore. *r/NICEGUIS wants to know your LOCATION*. How to gracefully concede a point. So many people have no idea how to admit they are wrong, much less do so on a way that doesn't make them look like an asshole. Lesson 1. Just because I disagree with you doesn't mean I hate you. Cart returns and you. When I was a kid I was taught the following expression: you must turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. So you think of something, turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth to think a bit more, then if you still think it's a good idea, you can speak it. It's a do or miss, but it help. Are you sure they weren't talking about a tongue twister? Nah, it's a French expression to tell you that you should think before speaking. Look around you every now and then. How to carry on a proper conversation. My lesson plan. 1. How to close doors behind you, knocking before entering. 2. How to not make people uncomfortable, excessive cursing, inappropriate clothing choices, etc. 3. How to treat waiters/waitresses and the like. Karen. 4. How to flirt without being creepy, uncomfortable staring is never okay. 5. Listening to music in public, for the love of God, use some earbuds. 6. Moving out of the way for others. 7. Public transportation etiquette. 8. Not everything belongs to you, entitlement. 9. Consent. 10. Party etiquette, how to not drink too much and throw up in a flower vase. Common sense. 101. How to be a humane human. 101. Ladies and gentlemen, and then some. 101. Step 1. Mind your own business. This thread is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen, and X200B, and my answer to this question is, please do not talk trash behind others' back. If you've got something to say it to their face, you coward. Chapter: Everyone fucks up. Lessons on how to let go of little annoyances, because tomorrow it will be you. I thought this chapter was going to be about owning your mistakes, apologizing, making good on them, and trying not to make them again in the future. Edit: trying not to make them again. Also accepting that everyone is human and it's important to have patience with other people's mistakes. I think you mean trying not to make them again in the future, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I did it, and I'ma do it again. Respecting that everyone is living their own version of reality and have their own trauma. Recognizing that those people's values and decisions are based solely on their life experiences. Understanding that trying to force people to see the world through your lens is futile. If you decide not to buy something in your cart at a store, put it back where you found it. You're making someone's crappy job even more crappy if you don't. Free parking lessons. How not to be an asshole. Part 1. How to be cool/popular without deserving to be on r/invarividus, that hold be important. A case study on my father. Do the opposite of everything he does. Table manners. How to be a tolerable human. Bluetooth and speakerphone. 101. When to talk on a cell phone. Videos and the appropriate volume. Vaping, and where you should be when you do it. Licking things in a store, and why the fuck that isn't okay. Driving. Blinkers are for everyone, so you get a kick out of posting spoilers on the internet. How to speak to anyone working customer service. Tipping, and why it's expected. Chapter 1. Common decency. Hygiene and grooming. Edit: and how to not eat your coworker's Asian inspired lean cuisine that they've been saving for lunch. So that starts at age 9 and really picks up around age 14 to 16. Typically that's what age they are groomed. Don't judge a book by its cover. Get to truly know someone before you decide to bully them. It would be a video course. You'd watch a lesson, then take a test on what you learned. The videos would, of course, all be episodes of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I would fucking fail that fucking class. An entire unit on how not to be a Karen. The first lesson would be called Never Ask to Speak to the Manager. *ADDENDUM*, unless it is a situation that can only be resolved by speaking to manager. Do not ask to speak to the manager for minor inconveniences. To not judge people based on how they dress. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And life's too short. Don't be an ass. Don't eat the class pet on Tuesday at 3 AM. Tipping and being courteous to your server. How to confront people calmly when an issue arises. Using your signal lights, parking between the lights and other road smart decisions. How to disagree with others and express your own opinions without insults. What you should and shouldn't eat inside an enclosed space. Say thanks when a car lets you out. How not to be an asshole. Only one lesson necessary before you do something in public. Ask yourself if it's going to affect anyone else. Especially for things that you don't get any benefit from. Like, if you need to stop walking to look at directions on your phone, don't stop in the middle of a busy sidewalk. Use zero effort to move to the side. To be honest, I think this is probably how I learned not to be an asshole most of the time. My parents would say I couldn't do stuff and then would explain how it would affect me/other people. Not sure how you would bring that into a classroom setting, though. Accountability. How to maneuver your own and everyone else's interpretation. Listen to others before you judge them. Today we are going to learn about telepathy. Note how it isn't possible. That means that we must consider the fact that people cannot read your mind and you must tell them how you feel and stop dropping bad hints and expecting them to understand you. Parking within your own space and pulling forward enough so that other people can safely fit their car around you. Definitely that. Nobody in that class would actually be interested in learning how not to be an asshole. They would either be there for an easy A, self-gratification, or because they were made to. But if they would listen, that class would have to teach surrounded by idiots. If everyone understood each other better, artillery would become a lot less prominent. Basic two-way conversation skills. How to kindly interact with cashiers, servers, and others in the service industry. Edit, spelling. And most part of the class would be about learning to say hi please, thank you, and have a nice day. Still, very useful class. This is how you flush a fucking toilet. Nothing. All the assholes in the class won't listen. How to do a group project. Isn't this already taught? A. It's more of a how to dump your workload on your smart classmate and pay him, optional, to add your name in the final report.